Hello guys, welcome back to Ikuruku TV. Now, very quickly, there's this news that got to my attention, and when I saw this particular information, I was very upset. The word and the manner in which this very guy who we have on the screen was deported, on this guy here. He's a Gambian guy who was deported some days back from Germany. It's very inhumane. The mistreatment of this very guy, calls for justice. Now, mistreatment of Gambian deportees by German police raises concerns and demands for justice. And the same story here, you're going to see. Bounded and mouth gagged. German authorities accused of mistreating Gambian deportee. I don't know whether they sue his mouth. It's like they use something. When I was checking through this particular information, I saw one tool they used. Let me just hold on. I think let me add it here to the screen. Okay, now just take a look at this. Look at something they put in this guy's mouth. What is this? What is this? Did he what kind of wickedness is that? How can you people? Let's quickly take a look at this info here. Now they said here that Saiho Kante, a Gambian deportee from Basse, Damfa, Kunda in the Upper River region (URR), alleges that he was maltreated by over 6 German police officers who bundled him to the ground and gagged his mouth with a metal ring before being deported via Turkish airline to Banjul. It is that iron that I showed you people that they used to gag his mouth. I don't know whether they sealed his mouth. You can imagine the pain. Kai, this is wickedness. He told TAT that he was deported into the country in the early hours of Wednesday, 13th March 2024, together with more than 16 other Gambian migrants. Okay. Now, he called on the Gambian government to look into the ways and manners German police handled Gambian migrants during the course of their deportation. Sometimes last week, when I closed from work, listen to his story. I found a letter in my house dropped by the German police. Immediately after reading this letter, I decided to report to the police to ascertain why I was called to answer. When I arrived at the station, I was told that I would be deported to the Gambia. I inquired why I should be deported because I had been in Germany for more than 6 years. Another year? 6 years. I have been working and paying taxes and never committed a crime, Kante explained. You see this Germany country, this Germany of a country, eh? With what I've heard, I've never been to Germany before, but I've been hearing the story since I started giving news on my platforms. I've been hearing about Germany and their police. They said that their police are very tall, huge, have muscles, so even if you're a bouncer, you are no match for these people. And you can see this guy here. Look at the iron they put in his mouth. So what is the essence of this maltreatment or mistreatment or punishment? What is the essence? Just punishment. Now let's continue to look at his story. Okay? When he got to the police station, he added that his inquiries with the officers who insisted on deporting him to the Gambia did not go well. When he protested, he said that more than 7 police officers bounced on him and gagged his mouth for over 24 hours, gagged his mouth with that metal that I showed you. He continues to recount the harrowing experience of filling all his papers for asylum since 2023, when the German government announced that all migrants who spend more than 6 years without causing any crime could apply for asylum. So this is the reason why Germany should not be trusted. As an immigrant who is seeking asylum in Germany, you should not trust these people. But some people, because this guy now, believing that he has submitted all his papers that, permit him to seek asylum, since he has spent more than 6 years in the country, and the government have said that, oh, if you have spent 6 years in this country, you are now eligible to apply for this asylum since you have not caused any harm, any problems, you have not made any crime. He has been working legally and paying his taxes. But Germany government no send your papa. They don't give a damn about that. When they want to deport, they no send. They will rough handle you because their police are giants. So I will still go to Germany to find out who these giants are, and I will show you. Now, the metal ring by the German police gagged my mouth, which was so tight that it wounded my tongue and was all along bleeding and oozing saliva from my mouth. When I arrived in Banjul, my brother tried to help me remove it, but we couldn't. Wow. We went to Ndemban Clinic, which also tried to no avail, before subsequently referring me to the STH, where doctors took more than 10 minutes to remove it. Saiko Kante further disclosed to TAT. This is very, very wicked. Now he continued, my experience in the hands of the German police has been brutal, inhumane, and a flagrant violation of my rights. No matter the situation, it was wrong for the German police to handle me in this manner, especially gagging my mouth and denying me food and water for more than 18 hours. He asserted that his predicament in the hands of German police is among multiple other similar experiences Gambians endures in the hands of German police while under deportation. So what he's saying now in essence is that the German government no care. The German police treat them like animals while they are being deported. He accused the German police of not granting deportees the right to access their houses, nor allowing them to withdraw their account that they could use to care for themselves when they arrive or once they arrive in their countries of origin. He called on the Gambian government to launch an investigation into the ways and manner the German police conducted the deportation of Gambians, arguing that many Gambians' rights were violated arbitrarily by German police who go scot-free from crimes meted out to Gambian deportees. Alhagi Kante, a brother to the victim, also expressed disappointment in the ways Alassana was deported back to the Gambia, noting that his brother has all been in Germany without making any crime that should warrant the German police inflicting such inhumane treatment on him. We family are very disappointed with the German police for handling our brother in such an inhumane way. We are calling on the government to launch an investigation into how Gambians identified for deportation are handled by the Germans. We are calling on the government because we don't have the power and capital to sue the German police. Otherwise, we will do it ourselves. And given this, we are appealing to our government to launch an investigation immediately. Alhagi Kante disclosed. So, this is it. You remember in the past, please, if this video finishes before 10 minutes, please, you can continue on our YouTube channel. In case you're watching from TikTok, don't forget to give us a like, share, and also your comment and opinion on this. You remember sometimes when the German government gave power, maximum power to the police to raid and invade anywhere. So that is the more reason why you should not put all your eggs in one basket, especially those of you living in this Germany. Now, these guys were deported. Imagine if this guy has now been, investing back home in Africa. He will go back there empty-handed. Meanwhile, his millions or thousands of euros are sitting in Europe. and he will no longer assess them. So the government has claimed it. So let me know your opinion on this. Let me play you a video, a reminder of, let me show you the hook which they put in his mouth. Look at it here. Just look at this. So what is this wickedness for? They didn't want him to talk because maybe he has questioned them and say, why are you doing this? What kind of rubbish is this? And they gagged his mouth, locked his mouth, and showed him that they own the country and this and that. But can any African country challenge these people and ask them, why are you people doing this to our citizens? This is where the government is supposed to rise up. If we have leaders who are credible, who have authority, who knows what they are doing, who are not puppets, they will question the German government. In fact, the plane that brought this guy to Gambia will not return. They will seize the plane and seize all the police officers who escorted these guys back to Germany. That's how it's supposed to be. But welcome to Africa now, where you don't have government, where you have puppets who are licking the boots of these people, who cannot speak out for their citizens. And that is the reason why when these people have seen that we don't have leaders in Africa, they will treat us like, toilet-through. Now, watch this video to understand where the problem started.
The German cabinet has introduced a new draft bill of measures aimed at making it easier for authorities to repatriate certain irregular migrants. The draft seeks to make it easier and faster to deport people who are still in the country despite not having the legal right to stay, for example, because their asylum request was rejected. But some members of the governing coalition, along with migrant and refugee advocacy groups, have criticised the measures, saying they go too far. Earlier, I asked DW's Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber if the German government's plans represent a shift in thinking on migration.
That's right. They want to get tougher, and that's what this proposal that was now sent through the chancellery, what they met today, is to get those who do not have the right to stay in Germany to leave the country. That's what Interior Minister Nancy Faeser has repeatedly said. She wants a regulation that helps to enforce the law more consistently and more quickly, because as the number of refugees crossing into Germany without a permission is expected to exceed the record reached in 2016. The government now proposed a series of measures. So one of them is that the number of days that people can be held in pre-deportation custody, it will be more days for authorities to have more time to prepare. With this new law, let's remember that it still needs to be approved by the Bundestag. Police will also have greater access to a person's accommodation, a phone, for them to make it easier to confirm their identity, to carry out the deportation. And possibly the most controversial proposal also that has been criticized by many organizations, that members of organized crime groups could be deported even if they have not been convicted of a crime, something that already occurs for members of terrorist groups. So there will be measures that apply here in Germany, but Chancellor Olaf Scholz has said that there are a bundle of measures, several measures that are needed to limit this irregular migration, and one of them is a better protection of the external borders, and that's something that Interior Minister Nancy Faeser also stressed with new deals when it comes to, for example, Czech Republic or Poland, but also a deal with Switzerland.
DW's Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber there. Now, as we just heard, the German government's plans to expedite deportations comes as there is a heated debate over total immigration numbers in the country. Political parties opposed to migration have been gaining ground in elections across Germany, even in places which have been benefiting from new arrivals, like in the town of Goslar in central Germany, where skilled workers are helping to provide vital public services.
In the small town of Goslar, the topic of migration is stirring emotions and
all right, guys, so this is the update here. I feel bad for Africans. I feel bad for us. We are not safe. We are endangered species. We are at risk. I just hope one day we'll have responsible, maybe someday we'll grow up. Let's put it that way, because me, I will grow up to be a leader. I'm not gonna watch all these things happen anyhow. So guys, please help me share this video we need justice for this very guy. It's very, very sad indeed. My brother, we feel for you. Okay, we feel bad about this. Very, very bad. It's saddening. But what can we do?